Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Storm Chaser B. Dean Barry, Keystone Prime, and there's been nothing going on here lately, almost nothing going on. So what are we going to do today? It's still time to bring you the content. We're going to go over the wintertime edition of the entire fleet. That's all 4 vehicles, and it's coming up right now. But in order to bring you this stream, we need data and you need data. So here's a message from our sponsor. Well, hey guys, I know if you've been watching long enough, you know that I love dependable mobile data solutions. And thankfully, we have partners, our friends at Mobile Must Have. Roamlink by mobilemusthave.com. Find them at mobilemusthave.com and tell them that Keystone Prime sent you. And right now, you can take advantage of Mobile Must Have's Black Friday sales event. You can get up to 40% off of all of your RV, mobile data, and off-the-grid lifestyle solutions site-wide. You can get 20% off of all data plans, even the Roamlink Connect data plans, and you get free shipping off of all orders over $199. So stop on down. Don't let this Christmas season slide by while you have substandard mobile data. They also have everything that you need for water filtration, for battery backups, emergency power supplies, survival gear, anything for your RV, off the grid, camping, mobile lifestyle type of needs there. Come give us a look. mobilemusthave.com. They power the show and they can power you too. And now back to the video. So great to have those guys on board. Thank you so much. And now that you sat through that, you did sit through that, didn't you? Go check them out at their site and let's get back to the fleet update, and we will start trucks 1 through 4. Let's just do them in numerical order with this boy right here. Truck 1, our venerable, invincible 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Truck 1 is looking very, very festive right now, I gotta say. It is going to be in the Butler Spirit of Christmas Parade coming up on Saturday the 29th in the city of Butler. You can stop by and see the truck, meet myself and Joe. We're going to be in the parade there. And this is what we've got. Truck 1, 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a hair over 201,000 miles on it. Now, we bought it back in June with 197,000 miles on it. And if we didn't do something, it wouldn't have made it to 198,000 miles, I am pretty sure. Taking a look under the hood, we have that 3.7 liter PowerTech V6. When we first got it, there was all types of jumble going on here. The exhaust was bad. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, with violence. The coil packs were bad. Go right here. It was running on 3 cylinders. It had misfire codes. It was leaking fuel. And we solved all of that. As you can see from the more recent videos, this thing has been a champ. We have been using it in the field for the past couple of months. And its last deployment, actually, we took it up to Erie, Pennsylvania, and we also took it to northeastern Ohio, up to the Chardon area, and Mentor, on down through the eastern side of the state, documenting the lake effect snow. So Truck 1, solid performer. Now you can reference the entire build out series for Truck 1 that was put out earlier this summer under the title From Garbage to Greatness. You can see that video series, From Garbage to Greatness. But as you can see, we have a set plethora of cameras. Usually this handles NDI feed to the production computer, and this will handle the LSM CDN feed for live stream. Usually a tablet and a convertible laptop computer would be right here. Full production setup. We can just push button any scene that we want. Set of 2-way radios, a Yaesu System Fusion VHF UHF and a Kenwood P25 UHF right here in the dashboard. Cobra CB radio, self-contained over here, and of course the Uniden VHF Marine boat radio that pretty much is an extremely fancy NOAA radio right here in the dashboard. It's really, really good for NOAA weather radio. We have the Accommodations for a unit end scanner up here. That scanner actually right now is in truck 2, the daily driver, and a standalone Garmin GPS. Got to have that in the field. That GPS is a lifesaver. Other than that, this truck has a full lighting system on it. Does a really good job. Not too much, not too little. This truck is more geared towards ultimate connectivity and survival. It's really hard to see, but there is a short shovel hiding in there in the Christmas garlands behind the floodlight. Of course, full-size spare on the roof. There's your Starlink Mini pointing up at the sky there, right beside 4 gallons of standard gasoline. You never want to be caught without fuel. There's the antenna for our RoamLink Connect PepLink router from Mobile Must Have. That's mobilemustHave.com. Love those guys. We got traction boards secured back here, and let's run around to the back and pop our flipper glass. A lot of people don't know these had flipper glass. I think every last one of them did. And a full set of tools. There's some EMS equipment, emergency supplies, two-way radios, PPE. Go to the action back here. You've got a Baron WeatherWorks box that supplies Baron mobile threat net from SiriusXM. And then down here is the power supply for our Starlink and our RoamLink. Here's that RoamLink Connect. That is the BR Max. That's the 5G. It's a Max Mini, BR1 Mini. RoamLink Connect 5G router, and that is set up to do failover with Starlink, so it should be seamless connectivity all the way across the board. It's really cool. I love Truck One. Truck One is an ongoing project, but you gotta love your projects, because otherwise why would you have them? This thing came to me as a woods buggy that was part race car, part minivan, all garbage, and we went ahead and converted it to a usable truck that has more life ahead of it, and I'm looking forward to that. It smokes a little, I know that, but that's just character. Guys, realistically, don't throw your old cars away. Love these things. Somebody loved them at one time, and you should too. Fix them. Make them keep going. They'll thank you for it. So now we're going to go on, take a look at the daily driver, the other Jeep Grand Cherokee, Truck 2. All right, here's Truck 2. This is going to be our daily driver. This is our 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's the WK2 model, and you can see that there's not a lot of stuff in here. Now there's the provisions for it. You know, you see a speaker peeking out down there, microphone up here, little bolt down there. This has provisions for a RAM mounts, computer mount. That computer mount that is in Trucks 1 and the one from Truck 3 can go in here as well. It's just this one is not equipped at the moment. This is my daily driver, and you can see the build of this truck, other things dealing with the build of this truck in the video series, Depreciated Ohio Luxury. That can be seen here on YouTube. We actually purchased this truck used from a used car dealership in Ohio, of all places. Yes, an Ohio truck passed a Pennsylvania inspection on the first try. Somebody actually cared about this thing before it got traded to the buy here, pay here lot. I have a feeling this was a repo. There were a lot of things that pointed to it being a repo, and we've tried our best to protect this truck. We've got the deer crusher here. We put that on because Pennsylvania is very unpredictable with deer, and I hear a lot of you Texas guys comment on the videos. You say, you don't hit deer, you just need to learn to drive better. That doesn't work here, okay? They just pop out of nowhere. I think they can actually travel dimensionally in this state. We have damage across the hood. That's going to be from a hailstorm we intercepted back in May. Outside of Indiana, Pennsylvania. Those were hailstones ranging up to the size of limes in some areas. We have refinished the wheels. They were in extremely bad shape. And this truck has taken damage. I mean, something flew off of a tractor trailer and ripped off the original trim work here that then marked up the entire side of the truck. There's a little bit of scratch marks and one little dent back here. You can see that was a lady who wasn't paying attention on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and we weren't even chasing. We were on vacation. We were coming home, and she just ran into the side of the truck and then failed to stop and ran off into the woodwork. On the inside of the truck, as you can see here, here is that Uniden SDS 100 scanner, and there's GPS kit in each truck. This thing winds its way through the fleet. Every time I use this for work, I take it to the truck that I'm using, and it just uses this little microphone clip ram mount option, and I transfer it between trucks. Down here in the cup holder area here, this little cubby hole, is the control head for the Yaesu FTM 200DR dual band radio. And up here, mounted on our visor lights, is going to be the control system, the wireless control system that powers the lighting. And that lighting is an undercover package. You can see here, it's very well tucked away, and you don't really see it unless I want you to see it. Going around the back here, we're gonna pop the hatch open, which is one of the best Chrysler luxury features of the early 2010s, is this beautiful self-opening hatch. I absolutely love it. And not a lot going on back here right now, just basic life supplies. You got a BLS bag, you got the overnight bag, there's some tools in there. I have an oil change sitting here just waiting to go in. I really need to put that in there. Here is the area for the RoamLink Connect. The RoamLink Connect that lives in this truck right here. That is another BR1 Mini 5G. And there are provisions here for the Starlink. There's provisions here for the WeatherWorks box. Those are all integrated into the truck. They're just not in here right now because, as I've mentioned before, this is my daily driver. And I tell you what, speaking of daily driver, let's take the daily driver. We'll hop into truck 2 and go around the corner to go take a look at truck 3. This truck 3, the one I started with the very beginning. This is my custom armored 2015 Jeep Compass, and it hasn't seen a whole lot of use this year so far. We've primarily, this has been assigned to be the workhorse for hurricanes. However, none occurred this year. Go ahead and unplug it. This features Chrysler's venerable 2.4-liter World 4-cylinder engine and the 5-speed Magna T55 manual transmission. Let's get this thing started and see how she goes. Starts up just fine, no problems whatsoever. Of course, we did some moving around in here, but we've got the Yaesu FTM 500DR dual band ham radio. Got the Kyocera DuraForce Pro 3, that GPS lockbox full-time charger with the cooling fan. This also has provisions for the RAM mounts, computer mount, as well as its own Uniden UM380 VHF marine radio. Looks like some garbage down there. I got to get that out of here. Of course, the 12-circuit switch panel system still in place, still doing great. Let's get her all lit up here. Of course, this truck is still sitting right at around 160,000 miles. Has provisions for the Uniden scanner, which is not in here right now. The emergency lighting doing exactly what it should. Got the giant antenna for the RoamLink Connect from Mobile Must Have. And we got our gas can rack just waiting for a deployment. And a little bit of tools in here. Full-size spare. Just some basic provisions piled up in the back, nothing crazy. Overall, I can't complain about this truck at all. I love this thing, to tell you the honest truth. It's tiny. It's built to the lowest standard possible. It isn't comfortable, and it's a chore to drive. However, one thing I do know about it is that every time I go to turn that key, it's going to start. It's going to move on its own power down the street. It makes an excellent reserve truck. I've been depending on it for the past 4 years, and I'm going to keep doing so in its current capacity. Let's go take a look at our administrative services truck, Truck 4. And we're on to Truck 4. Truck 4 is our light duty everyday truck for my wife. This is her daily driver. This is a 2023 Kia Sportage. It's the X Pro. It's one of the better ones you can get, and we got this on an early release back in 2022. Now, as you can see, this is daily driver as it gets, really. There is no equipment in this truck except for this right here. Got the Midland MXT 275 with the advanced noise limiting control head, and this is used for communications between cars when we are both driving together. Also NOAA weather radio with an alert feature, one of the better ones on the market. Highly recommend this. But realistically, that is all there is to this truck. And you know what? It's a Kia Hyundai product, but I'm not going to say anything bad about it. If you keep up with the oil changes, it's got plenty of amenities, plenty of luxury items. And I think if you know how to take care of a car in its most basic form, you'll be very happy if you want one of these. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by. A quick little video. That is the winter update for the Keystone Prime fleet. And you might notice I focus on technology, I focus on mobile gear, and some of you guys say you don't need that. All you need is a car and a phone, and this isn't for you. What are you doing even watching the video? If you are a chaser and you actually halfway like equipment and you want suggestions, just get me at dean@keystoneprime.us or stick your comments down below, and we'll get you hooked up with whatever you want. Trust me, I can get my hands on just about anything. So thanks for coming for the update for the fleet. Thank you. And the one thing I will say too is another one of our sponsors. Thank you to weatherwise.app. Weatherwise.app available on the App Store, Google Play Store. Either one's compatible with iPhone, iOS, Android. You can get it in your browser on your PC in the free version, and the Plus and Pro tiers. You can get a dedicated desktop app that gives you access to even more features, and those features will span out across your mobile devices as well, and it's a lot more affordable than the competition, and I'm going to be honest with you, quite frankly, better. I've paid a lot more money for a lot less product in this industry. Weatherwise.app. Thanks again to our friends at Mobile Must Have. And until next time, I'm Storm Chaser B. Dean Barry, Keystone Prime Weather, and I hope we get something soon.